Hello, this is Jacqueline Young from Millennium Financial Exchange Corp from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. This video is an updated version from the one I made last week, which is about how to set up a waste-to-energy power plant. First is an introduction about who we are. Millennium Financial Exchange Corp is a boutique investment banking firm whose principal business is capital raising. We provide corporate finance advisory services to assist our clients in preparing project proposal packages that make up of business plans, feasibility study, financial projections for submission to financiers for funding or investment. Millennium, together with its associate company, Supernova Waste Energy Inc., also based out of Vancouver, we provide a one-stop center, solutions in technology and finance for waste management, renewable energy, waste-to-energy, water generation industries. We partner with international state-of-the-art technology companies in providing these solutions. We network with financiers and financial institutions in financing these projects. The financiers can be venture capitalist firms, banks, and wealth or renewable energy funds. B, waste management or waste-to-energy technologies. Waste-to-energy plants are not new. They have been built in Europe, North and South America, and even some now in Asia, China, Japan. Waste-to-energy market is estimated at US $35 billion in 2017, and it is still growing. The technologies our technology partners utilize are pyrolysis and plasma gasification and geothermal technology. These technologies are more superior than the conventional, outdated incineration waste-to-energy plants. And with the geothermal technology, it uses in this process. It uses geothermal process, one at 900 degrees centigrade, the other 1600 degrees centigrade, forming thermal gradient, liquefying all solid waste completely, including iron and sand, and resulting in zero waste. Gasification is a process that transforms carbon-based materials like municipal solid waste into energy without burning. Gasification converts that energy into a clean gas. We call it a synthetic gas by creating a chemical reaction. This chemical reaction combines the waste with a small amount of air or oxygen and breaking them into molecules, carbon monoxide, hydrogen, and removing pollutants and impurities. The byproducts can be fertilizer, natural gas, steam, or clean drinking water. All wastes are safely and effectively destroyed by the process, no matter how hazardous, toxic, and lethal they are. What are the benefits? It processes all non-cyclable, recyclable waste into zero waste. Eliminates the need of waste going into the landfills. Is zero emission, zero odor, zero methane emission, zero greenhouse gas, and no leachate going into the groundwater, thus saving climate change. Compact design. It can be the size of a 40-foot container per unit. It's modular and scalable. The capacity ranges from 1 megawatt to 5 megawatt per module, processing waste from 2 tons of waste per day to 400 tons per day. And if more waste are to be processed, we simply multiply the modules as they are modular and scalable. They are prefabricated offshore and delivered and shipped to the site, whether in trucks, either in trucks or containers, and they are delivery within 12 to 18 months from the time of order to commission. A waste-to-energy plant can be scalable, as I said earlier, according to the requirement. It generates energy and byproducts of syngas for transportation or domestic fuel and clean drinking water. It saves costs in energy, gas, and thus it saves costs in energy and clean drinking water and transportation of the waste into the landfills. It eliminates the need to transport this waste to landfills or the incinerators. Now, how to work with us? The procedures for setting up a waste-to-energy plant. There are two ways. If you already have a waste-to-energy plant planned and shovel-ready to source financing, then send us your business plan, including the executive summary, the financial projections for at least 5 years, which must include the capital expenditure, the income and expenditure statements, which shows the profit or loss and return on investment, cash flow statements, interest and loan amortization schedule, and the fixed asset amortization schedule. And the very important and mandatory agreements are the power purchase agreement and the waste supply agreement, and other permits such as the Environment Protection Agency's agreement, building permits. If a waste-to-energy plant project has not yet commenced or is just been planned, then we need to know how much waste is to be processed per day or per year, and what type of waste are to be used. The most commonly waste is the municipal solid waste. And if energy is to be generated, then we need to know how much energy is to be generated or consumed by the local community. A business plan needs to be prepared, and how to prepare a business plan is a separate video which is available in my channel, Millennium Entrepreneurs, in YouTube. Or you can find many resources or guidelines, checklists in how to prepare a business plan at our company website. A business plan has to be prepared by a professional, experienced financial accountant, either from your in-house team or engage externally from one of the top professional firms like PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst & Young, KPMG, or engage us, Millennium, to render this service for you. A professionally prepared business plan shows the feasibility of the project and makes it bankable for submission, presenting to an investor or a financier for funding. A power purchase agreement needs to be negotiated and signed with the local utility company. The usual minimum duration is at least 20 to 30 years. A waste supply contract also needs to be negotiated and signed with the supplier of waste. And the most common type of waste, as I said earlier, is the municipal solid waste with the local city council. A waste-to-energy project can be marketed not only to city council, which is a local city council, or the federal government. It can be a local community like a hospital, university, a shopping mall. And once a local community is receptive and expresses its interest to set up a waste-to-energy plant, then we need to establish the ownership structure of the project company, whether it is going to be Build, Operate, Transfer (BOT) project, where we build the project for the community, or whether it is going to be a joint venture to establish the financing structure as to who is to provide how much, or whether it is a PPP, a public-private partnership, whereby the government does not wish to own the plant, but it cooperates in granting the project company the land, or assist in identifying the location of the land, and assist in getting the essential agreements like the PPA, waste contract, and the other permits. In the case of a government wanting to set up a waste-to-energy plant, the procedures for privatization such a project are as follows. We will sign a non-disclosure, non-circumvention agreement with the government, and the proposal to be signed with the government is a commitment to proceed with the agreement to build such a project. An agreement or concession to privatize the proposed waste-energy plant to be approved and granted by the government to Millennium. Negotiate and sign with the local power utility company for a power purchase agreement, and a municipal solid waste or waste supply contract with the local city council or local community. The government is to assist in securing all the necessary permits, Environment Protection Agency, etc. Identify the site of the proposed waste-energy plant. Millennium will prepare a proposed project proposal package, financial projections of capital and operating costs, projected income and expenditure, financial statements for submission to the investor or financier for funding. A plan or pilot project visit, if required, to be made by representatives of the government, can be arranged with one or more of our technology providers in United States, Asia, or South America. All expenses of such a visit is to be borne by the government. Millennium will arrange funding from the investor and the financier. An order or agreement to be signed with the technology provider or EPC partner. The feasibility study site visit will be carried out by the EPC or technology provider. And thereafter, the technology provider will prepare a report and then start or commence the building the waste-to-energy plant. When it is completed, it will deliver, ship, and install the plant at site, hook it up to water supply and the transmission grid. It will train the local personnel or an assigned personnel, a professional or a qualified experienced engineer to operate the waste-energy plant. And if the client, in this case the government, wishes to appoint a third-party independent operator to manage the plant, it can be arranged with the tech partner. If you require any further information, you have any queries, do contact us. All the contacts are below in this video. Email is millenniumexchange2016@gmail.com. Thank you.